Hey guys, how's it going? Video's getting out a little bit late today. We got new couches. So that happened today. Went on a big bike ride, but the new couches are in. So those of you who are gonna miss the old couches, I'm sorry. They're sitting in a truck in our front yard if you wanna drive by and look at them. They're still available to take. But I wanted to talk real quickly about reopening. There's been a lot of talk of churches reopening today. The governor's doing stuff. We have a called meeting to talk about it next week. The church staff does and stuff like that. Trump is saying stuff, CDC is saying stuff. It looks like we might be able to be getting back soon. But I listened to a lecture that it was a Zoom call between Tim Keller and a friend of his who's a biologist who's been working on the front lines of much of the vaccine and effort and cure. I mean, all the kind of things medically that would surround this. And one thing they were saying is that when we go back, it's going to be like planting a church. It's going to be like replanting a church because we don't know who's going to be there. We don't know who's coming back. We don't know who's maybe found us who will be coming again. And everything is going to be different. And it's like pioneering all over again. And there's a lot of people. It might not be so much just in our community in Colorado Springs from the church. Colorado Springs wasn't hit that hard, but across the world, certain places really were. Certain areas more than others, certain parts of the country more than others. And a lot of people are coming and they're asking, where's God been in all of this? And they had a really cool thought. This comes from Tim Keller. It comes from Acts 9, a great thing to contemplate maybe since this didn't come out earlier as the night goes on. But this is a story of Saul's conversion. But Saul, still breathing threats and murder against the disciples of the Lord, went to the high priest and asked him for letters to the synagogues at Damascus, so that he found any who belonging to the way, men or women, he may take them to Jerusalem. Now as he went on his way, he approached Damascus, and suddenly a light from heaven shone around him. And falling to the ground, he heard a voice saying to him, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? And he said, Who are you, Lord? And he said, I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. But rise and enter the city, and you will be told what to do. What happens here is Saul's persecuting Christians, right? And Jesus comes and says, why are you persecuting me? And he's kind of like, who are you? And he says, Jesus says, I'm Jesus, the one who you are persecuting. And the idea here is, it's not just that Jesus represents the church or we're somehow represented by him. It's way more than that. He's so intrinsically, deeply united to us that when Saul was persecuting Christians, he was persecuting him. He comes and he says to Saul, you're persecuting me. And that has a lot of implications to the question of where's God? Because where's God during this time? He's here. He's experiencing all the pain. Man, there are churches, even in our presbytery, who've lost several members of their congregation to the coronavirus. I don't think anyone has a Village 7, but there's mourning, and he has been there. And that's going to be a message we need for people going forward, because I do think there's going to be people maybe checking out church again. Maybe they've been checking it out the whole time, but we'll get to meet them. How can we be involved in being agents of the gospel for them? How can we be involved in helping them see that God was in this? One of the awesome ways he was in it is he was with us. As we experience mourning, fear, stress, anxiety, frustration, so did he. We're united to him. And it's just a cool thought. It's not just this representative thing. We are so united to Christ that when Saul was persecuting the Christians, he was persecuting Christ. He's right here with us, always. Doesn't matter if it's the virus or not. And I've been thinking about that a lot today. It's comforting, it's awesome, and I hope it encourages you as well. All right, we'll see you again soon.